Alright guys, so what we have here, we're going to do a 10 ped run. So, as you see my inventory is empty here. We're going to do this without my armor on, just sitting in my blue jumpsuit. We're going to be using a Z12 Barbella. I am here at, what is this, North Swamp? Just north of Port Atlantis, or Atlanta. We are going to be killing some of these exosaurs. Um, I'm not really trying to max out on my bonus here, but let's see what we can do here. I am new. I have only been playing for I don't know about a week now. I don't have the skills to be able to use the auto loot pills. And I don't know if you guys have been able to tell yet, but I made a horrible mistake my first 2 days of playing. I have deposited, but if you look right here, this Sophia pet here, yes, I actually made the purchase on the website, bought the 50 Arcadia Moon Deeds, and hoping that they would have been a good return, also hoping that she would have been able to do what she says she would do. On the website, it does not tell you that you need to get the pet, Sophia, to level 30 and able to use the auto loot feature. I feel like that should definitely be stated. So now I am spending the large exorbitant amount of time to level her up. As you can see, I'm only level 3. I will say after purchasing her, I didn't ever have her out. I didn't realize just actually having her out, she'll slowly gain experience. I can do tricks with her to make her gain experience faster. It's just time consuming and it's something you need to be able to do semi-AFK. So far, it doesn't seem like we've actually been getting that great of loot returns here. Let's hope some of these pick up. 0.3 on shrapnel is not bad, but that's essentially just making up for some of our other ones. I actually don't think I've gotten any super great drops from these guys. I'm also not spending much, so if it's a percentage-based reward system, or chance at a percentage-based reward system, I should say, then my percentage spent isn't that high either. I've probably, in the week that I've been playing, I've probably spent 3,000 rounds here, maybe more. It's hard to say, and I haven't gotten a global. They've mostly been consistent. I think I sat here once until I ran out of durability on the Z12 Barbella. So that was a good chunk. I actually ended up losing a decent amount on that one just because I didn't get any good returns. But these guys are good for a couple reasons. Those, did I get a few already? These right here. You get 1,000 of these and you can sell them for 8 ped. Let's see if the guy's actually here right now. There's a guy right here. This guy, Prada, he's always buying them for 6.5. And you see them on the auction house for about 8 to 9.5 ped for 1,000. So might take you a little bit, but it's a pretty decent return. They are used a lot in the tiering up of unlimited items. Um, so there are an item in which people are, a commodity in which people are really going to be needing. So far, not the best on returns, but this is also only a 10 ped run. This is a short run, so if I break even, I'll be happy. I will be honest, I don't foresee that happening. I need probably get one or two 1 ped drops, I think. With these normal size drops I've been getting for it to happen. I was doing this earlier with a 10 ped as kind of a test run earlier. In truth, I tried making this video like 10-15 minutes ago, but for some reason audio didn't record, and I didn't think having my first Entropia universe video with a voice, having to do a voiceover for it would be a great idea. So if we were trying to max out here or come even just on shrapnel, um, we're gonna have to try to get 100k shrapnel. We've used about, when we get down to 210 shots left, we've used 50k shrapnel worth essentially. So I am not going to be cycling ammo. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not going to be cycling ammo. That's always an option, though. There's actually a mob I want to make a video on later that I think there is a good return on. Even with minimum rewards from them, it's such a low cost per shot to kill them that I'm pretty sure you actually come out on top, kind of regardless. It's a very, very small amount. I need to do some more tests for it, but we will see. But if it all turns out, I will definitely want to get that video out to you guys. It'll really help the newer players like myself. You're never going to get like a big Hall of Fame off something like that. It's definitely something that you get super small returns, but your cost is so small that it's crazy. I haven't really gotten many good drops today, but I haven't been playing that much. It is like just about 9:40 here on the West Coast, so I only got about another hour of playing before I gotta go to bed and start work all over again. But this is some fun. Make a video for you guys. As you can see, I'm killing these pretty easily. I do have laser hit 6. That is something that I've been able to get in the last week. Pretty good skill gain, I think, on that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what the average skill gain curve is for most players. What you really need to do is make sure you're getting these evader skills. That is going to be a tremendous help for you guys. Then you can kill things like this without having to have any armor on. So that really helps reduce your cost. I do occasionally, obviously, do get hit. I need to get a higher evader skill. It's obviously only 2. Ideally, if you want to fight these guys and really not have any troubles, about 5 evader would be the sweet spot. If you don't have very good evader skills, Stevie B from earnped.com actually has a great video um, on how to level up your evader skills for free early on. And if you're going to play kind of like semi AFK, that is a great video to watch. It will really allow you to get your evader skills up. Ooh, that was a pretty dang good drop there. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. What are we sitting at? It's 83, plus whatever fragments I got. So it's a definitely good help. They'll help tip us toward the positive. Hoping this run I might be able to come out on the positive side of things. Anyway, CB makes a great video on the evasion skill. If for the newer players that don't know, besides armor, obviously, there are only, when you first start out, there's only a couple defense skills. Evade being one. This one is used for close combat. So that's going to be most of your monsters and everything like that. Then you have dodge. Dodge is going to be used pretty much only against like certain robots and things. So you really want to get those skills up. Once you get evader or those things up to a certain point, the professions, because that's what is actually considered to be your level. Once you get those up high enough, you will actually unlock avoidance is a skill, and I think there's one more, quickness maybe, or something. But they also help toward your defense. But early on, you really want to get those evader levels that will really help your survivability, will allow you to take on things without armor so that you can really keep your ped costs down. If you're going to be fighting anything above, think I think it's like level 5 or 6. Those are things where you have a potential good enough return that they people like Serial Overdrive, Scotty 93. Those are type of things where you'd want to be, and CVB. Those are type of things that they recommend you starting to use maybe armor for. But you can get good consistent runs off of these smaller critters like this, and even punies if that's the only thing you can really take, especially early on. I don't expect people within their first 2 days to be able to take these. Um, I've really spent a lot of time killing stuff, so I have some attachments on my gun, by the way. I have the scope that you get from the silver pack, and then I have a Omegatron B101. Adds a little bit damage. If you get that gold pack though, you actually get a better damage aug, and it's an unlimited one with a very low cost, and it's super efficient, super eco. So it's one up in your column if you can get one of those. I didn't buy the gold pack, and I will admit now that that was a mistake on my part, but at this point it's not worth it for me to buy it because the only thing I really be gaining is the slightly better armor than what I have. Oh look, perfect. No more shots. Slightly better armor, and um, I'd be getting that scope. Obviously, I'd still get all the ammo and stuff like that, but I can't trade the second gun, can't even sell it. The other scope wouldn't be that great. I mean, I guess I could, you can use the scope on any weapon, and it's pretty eco, but they make better scopes. So, all right, let's tally up everything that I've gotten. It actually looks like a pretty decent run. I don't think I quite came out active. Let's do this first. So, let's see. 8.44. This is actually very a similar amount to what I did earlier, what I got earlier. But if we also do full repair, I very minimal amount of damage. Very minimal. So your repair bill is pretty much nilch. Um, so we take that off of our total here. Ape head 30. Um, so, you know, Ape head 30, that puts it at. What the hell's going on here? Anyway, Ape head 30. I mean, that's a one ped, 70 deficit. Not the best in the world, but it's not the worst. We'll go ahead and throw these in here. Merge all stacks, yes. So you're seeing my stack is getting up, not too high. I haven't spent too much time actually killing these guys. I killed a bunch of other stuff before. So these are pretty much like perfect. The other thing you really are going for are these animal oils. They have a pretty good markup for, I mean, it's only 2 points, so whatever percent, but you get a good enough amount that 2% makes a big difference. And then you get eye oils from a little bit harder stuff. There's Snark's Knot level 4s. I want to say they're northwest of, let's see the map here. So we're right here. This is Orthos West Mound. There's a teleporter there. You go northwest. This area right here, I do know there's Snark's Knots there. They are slow as all get out as far as running, so you can actually outrun them if it's something that's a little too hard for you. They are level 4. They drop decent loot. They have very good items that can actually drop from their uncommon loot pool. But the problem with that is I think you got to be able to spend more per kill in order for something like that to drop for you. We're talking, they got, I think it's an ISIS LB8 or something, and that has a max TT of 55 ped. So that is a killer item to drop. And there's just some really good items I can drop here off of those guys. I haven't gotten any of those to drop yet, just because I don't have good enough weapons. If I can get my professions, let's see here. If I can get my laser hit to 10, then I'll actually jump up to the LR10. And it's not a huge damage bump, but it'll allow me to have more spent per shot, so it really allows me to have a higher chance to get better loots. Also, it's a far more efficient weapon than what I'm currently using, so that will really help allow me to get those uncommon loots more often. Alright guys, pretty good progress. A couple more of those hunts, I'll be able to get my, actually one more of those hunts to allow me to get my claim here. And I really suggest, obviously I'm going to go for the evade on that one, but anyone who's newer, if you have the option for athletics, get athletics. For two reasons. One, it really feeds well into the evade skill. And two, every 500 and I think it's like 30 or 533 points into athletics, you'll get 1 extra health point. So it really helps and feeds into things. Also, if you get the option for courageous instead, that is great. That also feeds into health points, and it feeds into a bunch of other little stuff too. I just got a health point the other day, I think, when mine hit 500 or 330. So that's pretty good stuff, guys. That's pretty much it, and I will catch you guys later.